Checkpoints is presented by pharmaceutical company GM Pharma.
Guram Karazanashvili, the founder of MMT Hospital, declares that 10 million lari was invested in the technological development of MMT Hospital for the last 4 years, of which more than 6 million was intended for the development of robotic surgery. Laparoscopy and open surgery are the early stages. The current standard is robotic surgery because it has all the positive features that laparoscopy and open surgery have together. Therefore, we have robotic surgery today. It means we have Western high-tech standards, Karazanashvili said. According to him, MMT Hospital has taken the path towards the introduction of Western standards from the very beginning. I got my education in Europe and worked in different countries for 10 years. I gained my license in Germany. Therefore, the standard of our clinic is facing the West. Personally, I have always tried to introduce European standards at the clinic, both in terms of technology and patient services, Guram Karazanashvili said. MMT Hospital made the first robotic surgery early this year, and so far, according to the data of 8 months, it has already made 100 surgeries. Taktakishvili, a businessman and the founder of Mgzavrebi Group, declares that the suspended EU integration process will affect business sentiments, the country's economy and the population. The suspended process of European integration will definitely affect business sentiments. We may not see the negative effects right now, but in the long term it will have negative results. We already can see the mood of international community. There is no initiative to do new projects in the business. This process, which hinders the development of the country, also affects international attitudes, and people, businessmen, think whether to develop the work they are doing or not, Taktakishvili explained. Mgzavrebi Group is a leading construction and development company operating in the resort real estate segment. The developer is implementing investment projects on the Black Sea coast and in the resorts of Georgia. The company was founded in 2007. Businessman Kakha Khazaradze, the chairman of supervisory board of ICR Group, said while assessing the current events in the country with BMWG that the business is too passive in the ongoing processes. According to him, the processes have not reflected on the business itself so far because it takes some time. Accordingly, the businessman continues to work as usual. I can't tell you anything interesting at the moment. There are no changes because everyone was waiting for the election, including the partners. Everyone is waiting for how this process will end and they will make a decision. It's a fact that they don't have positive attitude. Our partners are mostly European companies and we have not gone into details. We had a break before the elections. We will start communication from the end of November, the businessman said. ICR Group is one of the largest and most stable organizations in the field of retail business in Georgia. The company started operation on the Georgian market in 1993 and currently has up to 1,000 employees. ICR represents international brands of shoes, clothes, accessories, as well as furniture and food and beverage outlets. Company Kakha, general distributor of German giant Mercedes-Benz cars in Georgia, published its financial report for 2023. According to it, the company's sales increased by 60% and reached 200 million lari last year. The net profit of the company has also increased. If in 2022 the profit of LLC Kakha stood at 18.8 million lari, in 2023 the company's net profit amounted to 33.6 million lari, which was a 78% increase. Kakha company showroom is located on University Street in Tbilisi. According to the financial report, the cost of goods sold by the company amounted to 166 million lari. In addition, the company had administrative expenses of 10.4 million lari. The assets of the company amount to 93 million lari. The company has 3 shareholders: Salome Asatiani, Maka Asatiani, and Luisa Tavartkiladze. Georgi Maisuradze, the sales manager of Crystal Group, declares that very small tourist flow have been observed from the EU in the last 3 years. As he explains, they don't expect growth during this winter season either. According to him, bookings have increased by 25% compared to the last year, mainly from neighboring countries like Azerbaijan and Armenia. Maisuradze suggests that the growing trend of bookings was caused by the development of infrastructure and the increased popularity of Bakuriani as a result of championship. Currently, for the winter season, an amusement park is being arranged in the area, along with the installation of a new cableway. We have quite high expectations, namely from neighboring countries like Armenia and Azerbaijan. Our prices vary according to the season. The price also differs according to the packages. For example, the price of a double room with breakfast amounts to 100 USD in December and increases to 160 USD. Unfortunately, very small tourist flows have been observed on the EU in the last 3 years. We don't expect the demand from the Europe to increase this year either. Demand has increased a lot from Gulf countries due to the cheap flights. Khazaradze said. According to him, the hotel added 65 new rooms for the winter season in order to satisfy the demand. The company is currently working on a new project with an investment value of 6 million USD and its completion is planned for 2025. Khatuna Bakuradze, founder of pastry shop DuChef, notes that the company's sales increased by about 20%. In addition, the company declares that 40% of customers are foreigners. DuChef has been operating in the market for 4 years and offers customers European confectionery created by the company's recipes. In addition to DuChef's cafe, it also includes a training school. As of the founder of the bakery, DuChef has 2 branches. However, the company changed the location of Bakü branch and opened a new one on Orbeliani Square. At the beginning of the year, Bakuradze announced the opening of the 3rd branch after a suitable location would be found. We make premium quality products. We increase sales by about 20%. Over 40% of customers are foreigners from France and various European countries. The demand is steadily growing. We have our niche and we have our stable customers, says Bakuradze. DuChef has its own school for 4 years, where it has been implementing a short-term program. According to Bakuradze, they are the only pastry school in Georgia that implements a short-term program and issues a state certificate. The cost of program is 2,500 lari. Although we gradually receive state co-finances, so the cost of the program comes out very affordable. Bakuradze says, as for future plans, the company is actively negotiating with foreign chefs to come to Georgia and hold masterclasses, as well as DuChef itself plans to enter the international markets. Some of the insurance companies claim that one of the reasons for price increase on private insurance packages is the policy of the health ministry. According to the Eurostat, in October, health insurance increased in price by an average 13% annually. As of the insurance company Ardi, the current staff scheme within the framework of universal health care program is somewhat harmful for the hospital sector, which the clinics try to compensate by growing the price of service for insurance companies. As Mgzavrebi Group, general director of the company, told BMDG, the increased medical service in turn is reflected in the cost of insurance packages. According to him, the state should change its policy in the medical sector to keep the prices more stable, including to allow the so-called built-in insurance programs. Direct increase in the cost of health insurance is due to the fact that we cannot receive the so-called built-in insurance packages, that citizens not to be punished for using private insurance and not to be excluded from the universal health care program and vice versa. There should be a universal approach when the whole system is discussed jointly by insurance companies, but we have not been able to achieve these results so far, said Mgzavrebi Group. Founded in 2010, Ardi became one of the most sophisticated insurance service providers in Georgia, having a constant development pipeline since its inception. Anagi, one of the largest construction companies in Georgia, has published its financial report for 2023. According to the document, the group's total revenues improved by 16% last year and reached 400 million lari. In addition, the net profit of the group also improved, amounting to 20 million lari last year, which was 16 million lari more compared to 2022. The company's projects include Highline project by Mgzavrebi, Citizen project, Tabori Resort project, as well as Arki Saburtalo, Ajarabet Arena Stadium in Batumi, Kutaisi International Airport, and other projects for various development companies. Company Anagi along with the implementation of private sector construction projects, is also engaged in the execution of state contracts. A few days ago, the company won the tender of 144 million lari for Army City announced by the Ministry of Defense. The company is also building Polish City project and housing for IDPs in Tbilisi, Kutaisi and Zugdidi.
The Checkpoints is presented by pharmaceutical company GM Pharma.